Would you like to make your best days the days where you feel the most confident, present, engaged, unstoppable, successful, whatever it is for you? Would you like to make these best days become your normal days? I always ask my client that because that's what high performance brings into your life, into your lifestyle. But usually people look at me like I'm a crazy person. They tell me that cannot be true. That cannot be that every day I feel as excited as if it was the biggest day of my life. I cannot feel as engaged as what you are describing. And the reason why is because we've gotten used to be alpha life zombies, if I can call it like this. We've gotten used to lives where we go through the motions. We are not excited when we wake up in the morning. We just, we get out of bed, we do what we have to do, we go to work, we do what we have to do. Maybe we have a bit of great time with some people around, but usually we don't feel as excited. We are distracted sometimes. We are not noticing what's happening through the day. We are stuck on our phones. And we go through life a little bit bored, I would say, in general, looking for the next excitement or the next shiny object to make us feel a little bit more alive. And from time to time, we have big days where we celebrate things, where we have to be feeling more alive because there are big events. But sometimes we forget that this actually could also happen on a daily basis. And if you don't believe me, I'm the proof for it. I used to be a very disengaged person, particularly from the professional life. I went through several years where I was really, just I was mentioning, wake up in the morning, just do the work, no expectations for myself, doing still a great job and delivering a lot of things, but not necessarily feeling that whatever I do was, really making me feel alive. And I went through a little power waving event from Tony Robbins, and this just blew my mind in terms of showing me how I could engage more with the day, how I could change things that I do on a daily basis, because that's what it is. When you want to feel more engaged, more present, more enjoying whatever you do, it is not about something that's going to happen miraculously and change it. It's about bringing it to daily practices, being really taking ownership of how engaged you want to feel with life, how confident you want to feel with life, how much boldness and courage you want to put in everything you do. It's a real choice, and it's a choice that once you support it with the right daily habits, you can really bring it in your life and make yourself feel that this life is yours, that you can really be alive, enjoy, be confident, be positive, be enthusiastic, be excited when you wake up and you stand out of bed. So I really want to share that with you, because talking to high achievers and clients who are usually doing great in their life, engagement is one of the biggest thing I hear is a struggle. Being present, not just going to the next thing, but actually being proud of what they do, and really having the sense of enjoyment and enthusiasm and engagement is something that high achievers are struggling with. So I want to share with you the simplest practices that you can have a look on a daily basis to support you there. The first thing that is an obvious one, but it's something to not forget, is stop avoiding things. When you are avoiding something, you are disengaging. So you are not going in the right direction. You are putting foot in front of you and you're like, no, let me not do this thing. And sometimes it can be just a difficult conversation you're postponing to have with a person at work or in your family. Sometimes it can be procrastinating on taking a decision or getting something done. Sometimes it can just be that you are just so you start to neglect an area of your life, and it kind of builds itself up, and then it's like, oh my god, like, if I want to tackle this thing, I'm gonna have so much work to do, so you keep neglecting it a little bit. All these things are avoidance practices, and they will bleed through your life. The more you postpone them, the more you are avoiding them and disengaging from them, the more they are going to come and bite you back. And this is really something to think about on a daily basis. Every day I would really love you to think, what have I not engaged with today? What is one thing I've been avoiding? Why did I avoid this thing? What are the feelings around? When should I go and tackle this? How fast can I go and tackle this to avoid it to pile up and create having a bigger impact? What do I need help to actually go tackle this thing? This is really an area where the more you can take ownership and leadership about not avoiding anything and just engaging with whatever life throws at you, the struggles as well, not always the pleasant thing, the more you're going to feel that you are leaning forward, that you are in control of what's happening. It's going to really help you in terms of confidence, in terms of courage, in terms of feeling that you are the one living life on your own term and not just getting reactive to whatever is happening and then, postponing things and avoiding things. So really think, what am I avoiding right now that I should not be avoiding to feel more engaged? The second thing to look at for particularly high achiever is presence. This is one of the tricky bits. We are living right now in a world of distractions where we get notifications, constant things requiring our attentions coming from a lot of different places, and we sometimes forget to actually be present and listen to ourselves. Sometimes as well for high achievers, we think too far in the future. So we always focus on what is the next thing, what is the next thing to do, and we completely forget to actually feel the day and make sure that we are enjoying this day, because this day never comes back. So we are enjoying this while we are still working on doing our best for the future. And in this area of presence, it's really about you committing to feel more present every day. So commit that whenever you are in an interaction with a person, you are listening 100% to what they are saying. It's a big commitment, I know. Maybe it's like saying, okay, I'm going to commit that I'm going to work for an hour and I'm not going to look at any phone notification in between. Whatever it means for you to bring yourself back to the moment and to really know that your brain is only focused on one task and fully engaged, because engagement requires focus. The more you can be focused, the more you can go fully in with your full presence, your full strength, your full skills and contribution, the more you're going to feel engaged in something as well. So having this knowledge that you can be focused and really committing to keep yourself present is a big thing to do. And one simple way here on a daily basis to do this is really track yourself. Monitor, how do you feel today you've been present on a scale of 1 to be fully distracted to 10 being super present and knowing exactly what went through your day. You can think about journaling, for instance, just to write down what has been going on through your day, that you can see some memories, see some good things, notice a little bit more of what's happening. And keep monitoring yourself, but also asking yourself questions and finding ways to remove some of the distractions, whatever it requires for you to feel more present. This is a big commitment, and I know for high achiever it's difficult, but this can make a big difference in terms of how engaged you feel and how present you're moving things forward as well. And the third thing to look at for high achievers as well is positivity, and that means noticing more, being aware of more things going on through your life, but particularly the positive one, and showing up with appreciations. I see sometimes high achievers say, yeah, I've done this thing, it was easy, now let me move to the next challenge. And this works because it helps them move forward, but it's not really doing good in terms of confidence, in terms of enthusiasm and excitement, because you kind of miss the celebration part, the part where you realize something good is going on in your life. So think about it in two angles. First one is gratefulness. Get into the habit of thinking, what am I grateful for? What are the things that went well today that I would actually love to remember or give gratitude for? And it can be a small thing like, oh, you know what, I took 5 minutes and I smelled my coffee and it was super good this morning. Or it can be a big thing like, yeah, you know what, I finished this project. Whatever it is for you, think into gratitude and gratefulness, and also have a look at celebrating more, celebrating yourself, celebrating your wins, celebrating other people as well. But think from this angle of what are the things that you are proud you've achieved, the thing that you finished, that you are like, yes, that really needed to be done and I'm super happy with that. That can be, again, big or small. It can be, oh, I finished this big project that we've been working on for a year. But it can also be, you know what, in this conversation with this person where usually there is a bit of tension, today it went fine. That can be a win. Or, you know, today I woke up out of bed and I was super excited. That can be another win. So just try thinking here of what are the things that you want to celebrate every day, and celebrate yourself as well. And do this in a way that is consistent. So do it on daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis. Keep writing down this type of things so that you don't forget them. Share them with other people so that you can verbalize them and, you know, share your excitement as well, and also help these people feel more engaged in what they do. And it can also be just visualize them. So, you know, close your eyes, think about this thing you are super grateful about, just revisit it, and just make sure that you are building up some good stuff about yourself that are going to help you feel more confident, more positive. And obviously once you are there, you can go more engaged. Whenever something is something you would have avoided in the past, you will go for it because you're positive, present, and you can handle it. So these are 4 things to look at, 3 things to look at. Not avoiding stuff, fueling yourself with some good positive things and committing to be present.